The Department of Health or DOH says that the number of firecracker-related injuries has already reached over 100 a few days before New Year's Eve. Police are now cracking down on homemade illegal firecrackers, which are often seen and even sold online. The number of fire incidents related to or caused by firecrackers have gone down compared to last year. The Bureau of Corrections or Bucor says that Jane Veloso has been transferred to a regular dormitory at the Correctional Institution for Women. The Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD reiterated its Ayuda para sa Kapos ang Kita program or AKAP. It is not pork barrel. According to DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian, barangay officials are not responsible for determining the program's list of beneficiaries. Also, he explained that DSWD social workers process AKAP applications and decide on the amount of aid qualified beneficiaries receive. As the New Year revelry nears, more and more Filipinos get into the mood of the upcoming celebration. Because of this, some get caught up in the moment in light of firecrackers that unfortunately lead to injuries. PTV's Alan Francisco updates us on the current figures on firecracker-related injuries.
More than 100 firecracker-related injuries have been recorded by the Department of Health or DOH just days before the New Year celebrations. On the program Bagong Pilipinas Ngayon, DOH spokesperson, Assistant Secretary Albert Domingo, reported that the highest number of firecracker injuries were from Metro Manila.
Sumunod po ang ating Central Luzon Region 3, followed by Cagayan Valley Region 2, top 3 po yun. Top 4 is ang ating Western Visayas Region 6. And then ang top 5, dalawang rehiyon po ang nakatay doon ng ating Ilocos Region 1 and ang ating Central Visayas. 6 sa bawat 10, no, mga 64% yung sinasabing actively involved.
The main cause of these injuries is illegal firecrackers, including Boga, 5-Star, and Piccolo. Most of the injured were actively involved in lighting firecrackers, while others were injured accidentally. Data from the DOH also shows that children aged 5 to 14 are the most common victims of firecracker injuries.
Nanay, tatay, lolo, lola, kuya at ate, pakibantayan po ang mga chikiting. At maging mabuting halimbawa, wag na ho tayong gumamit, mag-community fireworks na lamang po tayo.
He also repeatedly reminded the public to moderate their food intake during New Year celebrations, as celebratory feast can trigger conditions like stroke, heart attack, and asthma. The latter can be triggered by firecracker smoke.
TED, kapangalan ng aming kalihim, no? Tamang pagkain, ehersisyo. Ang sarap po ngayon maglakad-lakad, mamasyal. And letter D, disiplina sa katawan. Huwag ho tayo uminom, lalo na kung tayo ay magmamaneho, Asik Dale. Ang isa pang binabantayan namin yung road traffic injuries. At may natala na ho tayo sa road traffic injuries na mga 284 simula December 21.
Hospitals nationwide are on code white alert for the New Year celebration until January 6, 2025. For PTV, Alan Francisco, Balitang Pambansa.
More than 400 pieces of boga with a total value of 25,000 pesos were destroyed by the Rizal Provincial Police Office or PPO and the Bureau of Fire Protection or BFP to promote a peaceful and safe New Year celebration. Bogas are homemade fireworks made up of recyclable materials such as soft drink or water bottles, sardine cans, or polyvinyl chloride pipes and are strictly prohibited. Young people are supposedly being influenced by the trending videos they see on social media platforms of late.
Itong mga gumagawa is mga bata, mga minor. Yung mga gumagamit sa atin, yung mga bata, mga kabataan, pwede itong makabulag kasi malakas itong buga niya dahil ang ginagamitan siya ng denatured alcohol. No? Pag pumutok yan, pwedeng makabulag, pwedeng makakos ng injuries, yung pagkasunog ng balat, no? Pagkabingi, no? At iba pang mga related injuries na pwede lang matamo.
Meanwhile, firecracker-related incidents have shrunk in 2024 compared to the previous year, according to the Bureau of Fire Protection, or BFP. The agency, currently on red alert, encourages the public to attend community firework displays to prevent fire or further incidents. The BFP reminds Filipinos to exercise caution to avoid fires, noting that electrical issues such as faulty wiring and Christmas lights remain the leading cause.
Lucky charms and feng shui predictions are trending as the new year approaches. Shoppers have begun purchasing charms, believing in their benefits for business and personal prosperity. Feng shui experts say that 2025 is the year of the snake. While some have experienced challenges with snake-related charms in the past, experts emphasize their potential to bring luck, especially when placed in specific areas of the house like the southeast portion. For those unable to care for live snakes, snake-themed lucky charms are available in various sizes and prices, ranging from small keychains to decorative figurines.
As of today, 7,000 passengers are expected in Cubao Bus Terminal. Buses bound for Baguio, Bolinao, and Alaminos in Pangasinan, Lingayen in Dagupan, Olongapo, Iba, Santa Cruz in Zambales are fully booked. Meanwhile, it is expected from December 30, an accumulated number of 20,000 passengers will be heading to their provinces to celebrate New Year's Eve. The bus company assures the condition of all their buses as well as bus drivers. The commuters are advised to follow the rules and regulations of the bus terminal, where security measures are strictly implemented.
The Department of the Interior and the local government, or DILG, commended the Philippine National Police, or PNP, for ensuring a peaceful Christmas celebration. According to Philippine News Agency's report, DILG Secretary John Remulla said the PNP's deployment of some 40,000 police officers in strategic areas resulted in 0 untoward incidents on Christmas Eve. He also expressed support to the PNP and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, in their non-declaration of suspension of offensive police operations, or SOPO, and suspension of offensive military operations, or SOMO. Remulla assured the public that the DILG, PNP, and other law enforcement agencies would remain vigilant in protecting communities and maintain peace against any potential threats.
Ito'y isang kwento ng pagpupursigi ng isang benepisyaryo na ngayoy bumunga ang kanyang pangarap.
Ako si Jomari Pialhas, apo ni Abilino Pasaylo. Taga Purok-Ono, San Isidro, Pitogo, Zamboanga del Sur.
Ayon kay Jomari, 20 taon rin ang paghihintay ng kanilang pamilya para mapasa kanila ang lupang kanilang sinasakahan.
Dabi yung pagpangga ni Lolo sa iyahang luna. Kay siyagyoy nagtanom og mga daghang lubi. Unsay gibuhat sa kong lolo, unsay nakita nako sa pag-atiman niya sa mga gitanom. Inganaon po nako sa pag-atiman.
1 ektarya ng lupa ang kanilang natanggap noong ika-24 ng Mayo sa isang okasyon na pinangunahan mismo ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. at ng Department of Agrarian Reform sa rehiyon ng Zamboanga. Mahigit 4,000 benepisyaryo ang nakatanggap ng kanilang mga titulo noong araw na ito. Ito ay sumasaklaw sa mahigit 7,000 ektarya. Para kay Jomari, kahit hindi man naabutan ng kanyang lolo na matanggap ng personal ang kanyang inaasam na titulo, masaya pa rin siya dahil naipamana pa rin ito sa kanyang pamilya. Pinapangako rin ni Jomari na sa pamamagitan ng lupang natanggap, mas palalaguin niya pa ang bunga ng mga itinanim ng kanyang lolo, mapagulay, prutas, pati na rin ang mga pangarap.
Salamat sa DAR, sa dugay-dugay na mong sinulat, maabot na gyud ang among titulo. O ilabi na ni President Bongbong Marcos. Maraming salamat po.
Wish namin sa inyo isang masaya at ligtas na bagong taon at Pasko. Kapag magre-regalo, siguraduhing non-toxic at angkop ito sa edad ng pagbibigyan mo. Kapag pupunta sa mataong lugar, ingatan ang mga gamit, pati na ang mga kasamang paslit. Enjoyin ang handaan, pero balanced diet ay huwag kalimutan. Huwag magmaneho ng lasing para di maging peligro sa daan. Umiwas na muna sa mga delikatong pampaingay at manood na lang ng fireworks display sa TV o sa barangay. Hanapin ang ICC mark kapag bibili ng Christmas lights o pailaw. Iwasan ang overloading ng mga electric outlet at i-unplug ang lahat ng kagamitan kung aalis ng tahanan. I-secure din ang bahay kapag ito ay iiwan at kung kaya rin lang, ibili nito sa mapagkakatiwalaang kaanak o kaibigan. Mga paalala para sa isang masaya at ligtas na pagdiriwang mula sa PTV para sa bayan.
The Department of Finance, or DOF, reported that total tax collections for this year reached 3.55 trillion pesos as of the end of November. This is an 11.5% increase compared to the previous year, driven by a 13.9% growth in Bureau of Internal Revenue, or BIR, collections, amounting to 2.67 trillion pesos and a 4.7% rise in a Bureau of Customs, or BOC, collections, which totaled 850 billion pesos. According to the DOF, the improved collection performance can be attributed to the enhanced digitalization efforts and stricter enforcement measures being implemented by the BIR and BOC.
Market rice prices in Metro Manila are dropping due to the Kadiwa ng Pangulo Rice for All program, which sells rice at 40 pesos per kilo. According to Philippine News Agency's report, the program has led retailers to lower their prices by 3 pesos to 5 pesos. As of its 7th day, the program has distributed rice in several markets, including EDSA Balintawak, New Marulas, and Malabon Central.
Mary Jane Veloso has been transferred to a regular dormitory at the Correctional Institution for Women, or CIW, in Mandaluyong after completing a 5-day quarantine. She will undergo a 55 orientation and classification to integrate into the system. Bureau of Corrections, or Bucor, is also translating her Indonesian prison records to see if her time served there can be credited in the Philippines. Veloso, sentenced to death in Indonesia in 2010, was granted a reprieve in 2015 and was returned to the country in December 2024 after an agreement was reached between the Philippine and the Indonesian governments.
The largest church bell in Southeast Asia, weighing 10.4 tons, recently rang 146 times to mark its anniversary. A symbol of local heritage, the bell plays a key role in preserving tradition and boosting tourism in the town. Alex Lumake from Philippine Information Agency Capiz tells us more.
The biggest Catholic church bell in Southeast Asia rang 146 times at the Santa Monica Parish to symbolize the years since it was casted in the 19th century, using 70 sacks of gold and silver coins collected from the community. The local parish and townspeople, after the 6th day of Simbang Gabi, led the ringing of the bell dubbed the Kunglinganay at the 5-story belfry. The big bell stands 5 feet tall, measures 7 feet in diameter, and weighs 10,400 kilograms or 10.4 metric tons. According to the community, the bell has remained in its place since it was first hung and had never been taken down. It is alongside 8 smaller bells.
Ang Kunglinganay, hindi lang isang bagay, isa itong treasure para sa amin. It is a symbol of a nice heritage and pride. It continues to bridge the past, the present, and promoting cultural appreciation and boosting our municipality's tourism.
The Santa Monica Church that houses the Panay Bell has been declared a National Historical Landmark by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines. The Kunglinganay, as an important cultural icon in town, plays an important role in tourism, culture, and tradition. From the Philippine Information Agency Capiz, Alex Lumake for Balitang Pambansa.
And for our weather update, the shear line is affecting the eastern section of northern Luzon, while the northeast monsoon is affecting the rest of northern Luzon. Intertropical Convergence Zone, or ITCZ, is affecting southern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms will be felt in Mindanao, Visayas, Bicol region, Mimaropa, and Quezon due to ITCZ. Cloudy skies with scattered rains and isolated thunderstorms will fall in Cagayan, Apayao, and Isabela due to shear line. Batanes and Babuyan Islands will experience cloudy skies with rains. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rains will fall in Ilocos region and the rest of Cagayan Valley and the Cordillera Administrative Region due to northeast monsoon. Meanwhile, Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience partly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to ITCZ.
And that concludes our rundown of the latest, widest, and most comprehensive news and information from all across the nation. From Radyo Pilipinas, I'm Joe Fernandez.
This is your trusted news source, always ready to inform and serve the Filipino people. Catch Balitang Pambansa again next week at 7 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., and 9:30 p.m. for more updates and developments. This is Princess Abiba Saripauda.
And this is
Balitang Pambansa.